Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, it must be awful being John Swinney for so many different reasons. But today, of course, it was FMQ's, First Minister's questions, and he had to stand in the chamber and be questioned by people. And one of the big questions today was all about policing. And he was left high and dry. He was abandoned. All his MSPs failed to turn up. Normally, FMQs, it's nice the First Minister stands there and he's got all his people behind him, you know. Look at me, I'm well supported. Look, I'm brilliant. I've got hundreds of people. No one. It was empty. It was barren. Honestly, it was echoey. It was an echo chamber because there was nobody there. And so he had to stand there without his usual baying crowd of supporters. Meanwhile, of course, Douglas Ross gets up and starts questioning him about policing, about the murder of Alistair Wilson, the banker from Nairn, asking him about the cuts to Police Scotland and all sorts of things. There's all sorts of Police Scotland questions today. And Swinney, A, didn't have a clue, and B, didn't have his baying pack to play up to. And it was rather a pathetic sight. It was rather sad seeing this elderly gentleman abandoned, alone, confused. It's as though he's left the care home and found himself in a train station, totally unaware where he is. And he's hoping that somebody will be kind, making him a cup of tea, and perhaps take him back to matron. That's what he's turning into. Meanwhile, of course, Ross launching into him, telling about all the terrible things that are happening. And Swinney just didn't have the answers. And it's not surprising. Of course he doesn't have the answers. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a man completely out of his depth. He's a man who actually gave up on politics, of course. You have to remember this. He was planning for a retirement. He was dragged unwillingly from retirement to head up the party because, hey, anyone but Forbes. So he was brought in, and he's only there filling his time in till they can get Beryl Flynn up to take over. And they're having to change the rules, haven't they, and all this. It's just there. But, you know, how can he sit there or stand there? How can he stand there in an empty room and then speak with authority on matters as serious as policing, murder investigations, misuse of police powers, all sorts of things? Because half of his brain won't be able to answer the question because it'll be thinking, where the hell is everybody? It's a sad sight. But then he's a very sad man. I've got no sympathy, of course, but it is sad. If it was anyone else, you'd want to put your arm around his shoulder and say, come on, Grandad, it's time to go. Get back to bed. I used to be the First Minister of Scotland, you know. Sure you did, Grandad. Come along. Honestly, that's how it is, isn't it? Anyway, leave that one there. Thank you very much. Take care. Let him go into his dotage. Bye.